Okay, we're going to go through the process of loading roll 1 and roll 2. This is obviously a 2-roll unit. First and foremost is attention to the spindles and the ability of changing the core size for the appropriate paper that you're loading on the spindle end itself. So if we look in here, we have a little blue lever that is on a spring and a latch that will change the size of each of the ends to suit the core size on the media you're loading. It'll either be a 3-inch or a 2-inch. In this case, we've got a 2-inch, and these blue levers on the outside of each of these spindles, don't force them, they should move quite easily, and obviously they, when in a lock position, will hold the spindle. So we put the spindle end in the roll end, like so, hold it firmly, make sure that there is no gap between the end of the roll and the surface of the spindle, and lock the blue lever in place. Same with the other end, insert that and lock it in. There's 2 blue legs fit within this area here, so there's a slot with the black barriers left and right that this leg should fit into. It should just be an easy slide in, there should be no forcing, no trouble getting that to position. There is a locking lever here which will actually lock this into the drive motor that actually will then load the paper. So we lock that, we make sure that, yep, that now feels like it's under a drive system, it's actually restricted. We have the paper edge, we have a paper alignment mark on the platen area at the top of the printer. That's our edge that we need to feed through. So we go over the white rollers that are at the top of the print area, top of the load area, and we take that leading edge and push it down through into that slot. And what we need to do now is press the load, or press the paper. So we do that, and we load and remove paper. We're going to load, roll 1, we're going to load because it knows it's not loaded. It then tells you what to do. When we insert this paper, it will beep. Okay, we'll do that again just so you can hear that. So over the white rollers, and it beeps. Okay, we can then press OK to load. We keep the settings for the paper, or we change the settings depending on what paper we're loading. The printer will go through a process of looking at the right-hand edge, the left-hand edge, and also the front to make sure that the paper is not skewed and it's loaded correctly. And obviously close the cover if everything's happy to keep the dust off the media. It will tell you what it's doing. It's saying preparing and please wait on the panel. Don't rush it. It does take time. Okay, so what we're going to do now is load roll 2. It says paper out at the moment. So we go to there, we go to load, and we're going to go to roll 2. Okay, so it then gives you a visual as to what to do. There are 2 blue handles on this bottom drawer. These levers will fold out of the way, and the drawer should sit and lock into that position. There's again an unlock on there, so that allows you to actually change the spindles, to change the roll. These are now set for 3-inch core, because that's a 3-inch core on our media. So that's what we're going to use. And we lift that lever to put it in. If it seems difficult, lift this lever up to its vertical or horizontal position. So we do that, we lock it in. Again, there's a channel that foot needs to go into, like so, and then we can lock that. You may need to turn this depending on where the teeth are holding the end of this spindle. Alright, so we've got our edge, it feeds in underneath. So there's a panel here that shows you how to do it, and at the moment it's saying please insert the leading edge of the roll paper to the slot. there's a little window here that'll show us where the paper's going up underneath. And it's now grabbing that paper. And it's got it. We get a beep, we're loaded, we're happy. Close the drawer. And OK, load start, which is the message on the panel. We'll keep those settings because it's plain paper. So what it's doing is unloading roll 1, and now it's going to load roll 2. You do not need to manually switch between these two. It will automatically use them depending on what software, the choices you've made in the software. Again, people go through the process of feeding the media, making sure that it knows where the front, right and left edges are to make sure it's loaded correctly.